Inbound marketing is one of the best strategies for creating long-lasting, fantastic relationships with your customers. But what does an inbound marketing campaign actually look like? Let's meet travel agent Tina and her buyer persona Disney Dining Dana and find out. Welcome to the Magical Marketing Minute-ish, my weekly show focused on helping entrepreneurs and marketing professionals with a quick tip for improving your marketing inspired by the Walt Disney Company. Since I'm focusing season 2 of the podcast on inbound marketing, I've had it on the brain and I figured it'd be fun to tell you what an inbound campaign might actually look like in just a few minutes. So, Let's dive in. Travel agent Tina is a Disney travel planning specialist. Because differentiating yourself in a crowded market is so important, one of her buyer personas, in other words, her ideal customer, is Disney Dining Dana. Dana is a 35-year-old foodie, married with 2 kids who loves traveling to Disney and loves food experiences of all kinds. Let's build an inbound campaign targeting Dana. First, Tina wants to build content for the Disney Dining Danas in the awareness stage of the buyer's journey. Now, don't worry too much about that journey for the moment. It'll be obvious as we go along. So, to begin, Tina writes a blog post entitled My 4 Favorite Snacks at Walt Disney World. The keyword focus for this post might be snacks at Walt Disney World. She'll promote this post by sharing photos of each of her favorite snacks on Instagram primarily because she knows that great food photos perform well there. But it won't hurt to share them on her other social networks as well, so she does. At the end of her blog post, Tina wants to give Dana a clear next step to take if Dana's ready. So Tina includes a call to action, just a button or a link to another page on Tina's website, offering a free Foodie's Guide to Walt Disney World Dining, an in-depth ebook that Tina wrote and had polished up by a designer covering some of the best Disney World dining experiences like all of the new amazing restaurants in the revitalized Disney Springs area. To get the guide, Dana has to fill out a simple form requesting her name and email address in exchange for the guide. This gives Tina the opportunity to follow up with Dana to see how she likes the guide and if she has any questions. The key here is that Tina is not pitching her travel planning services yet. Next, Tina wants to address the Danas in the consideration stage of the buyer's journey. Dana is now considering various options like where to dine and how to handle planning the meals for her family's upcoming Disney World trip. Tina writes another blog post entitled 3 Critical Disney Dining Planning Tips for Your Next Vacation. Can you spot the keyword in this post title? I'm guessing, since I wrote it, that it's Disney Dining Planning Tips, something many Danas might be searching for on Google. This post will discuss what kind of dining plan you might want to select, when to start making reservations, and why you should be careful about making 2 reservations for the same time since some restaurants will charge you if you don't show up. Things that Dana might be wondering about at this very moment. Again, at the end of this post, Tina will include a call to action, leading Dana to a well-designed infographic depicting the pros and cons of planning your own Disney dining versus having an experienced travel agent do it for free. Dana might be asked to submit a few more details about herself in order to get this valuable resource. Now, notice I didn't say having Tina plan her trip. This still isn't the time for Tina to be pushy about offering her services. That's not what inbound is about. Instead, this is another opportunity for Tina to follow up and ask if Dana has any questions about an upcoming trip or about Disney dining in general. Tina will promote this post by, again, sharing it to social media, but she can also email all of the Disney Dining Danas who got the first guide to share this new resource with them. She could also promote it with an online advertisement targeting anyone who read her previous posts on dining in the last 30 days, for instance. Finally, Tina wants to address the Danas who are in the decision-making stage of the buyer's journey. These Danas have now decided to take a trip and that they want a Disney travel specialist to help them plan it. To address these Danas, Tina writes another blog post describing her services and including a testimonial and story from one of her latest travel planning clients. This is Tina's opportunity to pitch her services because it's specifically targeted to people who've had the chance to get to know Tina and what she's all about. The call to action at the end of this post might simply be a quote request for clients interested in working with Tina. Tina would promote this post just like the second, sharing it on social media, emailing those who opted in for the consideration stage infographic, and perhaps advertising it to people who've read her previous articles. And there you have it, a simple example illustrating some of the most important aspects of a relationship-focused inbound marketing strategy and campaign. If you'd like to learn more about inbound marketing, be sure to subscribe to the podcast or the blog, which you can find out more about by visiting mtm.show/theshow. And if you'd like to learn more about developing a story-driven marketing strategy right now, you should pick up your copy of the just-released Marketing the Magic book. You can get all the details on that, including how to get your free bonus chapter, by visiting mtm.show/thebook. And that's going to wrap it up for this week's Magical Marketing Minute, plus 5 or 6 or 7. This was a bit longer than most of my minute-ish videos, so I appreciate you sticking around to the end, and I hope it was worthwhile. And until next time, I'll see you real soon. Man, I'm hungry.